Right boys, fancy FC Donyell Malen, will he get the upgrades? Let's break it down for you. So essentially I wanted to do this Malen because he's a popular card. He's over 300k at the moment on the market, and it's very likely that he will get some upgrades, especially with his recent form for Roma. Now the actual upgrade requirements you can see are here. So we need 6 points in the next 4 games. That's obviously club related, not him. 10 goals for the club as well in the next 4 matches for a 99 stat. Obviously the 6 points will get him a +1 overall. And then also a goal or an assist for him will get an additional playstyle plus, but because he's got 2, he will just get some base playstyles. That obviously is in the next 4 games. 6 attacking contributions, which would include goals, assists, key passes, and shots on target as well. That is basically in the next 4 games. We'll get a 5-star weak foot, 5-star skills. And then for the domestic cup, they're already out. For the league, it's not likely. But in terms of getting the main upgrades, I think it is highly likely. If you look at Roma's games to start with, they've got Genoa, Juventus, Cremonense, and Como as their next 4 games, with Cremonense being first tomorrow night. And in the last 5 games for Donyell Malen, if we check on FOTMob, you can see 5 goals in the last 5 games, and he has started all 5 of those games since he has moved to Roma. Obviously, in those last 5 games, they've played Torino, Milan, Udinese, Cagliari, and Napoli. And then if we take a look at the table, basically you can see that those games against Cremonense and Genoa are 16th and 15th, so low down in the table. And then obviously they've been playing mid-table teams. They've also got Como and Juventus, who are right on their heels in terms of league position. And in their last 5 games, they've obviously got 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. I still think it's highly likely with these 2 games, you'd want those to be winning those 2 games to get the upgrades. And in terms of attacking returns as well, you can sort of check game by game for players, like Donyell Malen specifically. He has got in this game 2 goals. He's had 3 shots total. He's not created any chances, but you can kind of check those sort of stats if you want to for any of these cards. But for me personally, looking at Donyell Malen, I would say 6 points in the next 4 is highly likely. So he's possibly going to get a +1, which will take him up to a 90 rated. Now, unfortunately, because he already has the 2 playstyle pluses, it is only going to be the base playstyles he'll get if he does get a goal or assist. I think with 5 and 5, highly likely in the next 4, he does score or assist in those games. 10 goals for Roma in the next 4 matches. I think, again, potentially there is that opportunity with them playing 15th and 16th in Cremonense and Genoa. If those go well, highly likely they do get 10 goals and a 99 face stat for this Malen. Knowing EA, though, that will be 99 pace because they just love to give things they don't need. Always reminds me of that water polo player meme where he sat in the pool pouring water on himself. EA tend to give 99 pace to cards that already have 90-something pace. Obviously, I highly don't think that they're going to win the league. They are a long way back from Inter Milan, as you can see. They're already out of the cup, so that's not happening as well. But in terms of the attacking contributions for the 5-star weak foot or skills, I think he will get that one. In terms of the goals, I think he'll get that one as well. In terms of the 10 goals in 4 matches, that's a tricky one that's up for debate for the 99 stat, but it's very possible with those 2 games against Genoa and Cremonense. And I think it's highly likely to get the 6 points. So this is one that may upgrade. And then one little tip as well in terms of buying and selling, if you were using this for trading, it is that obviously if Malen were to score, if they were to win, if they get a bunch of goals in one game, the hype and the buying then is when you sell. You don't want to be picking him up at that point. You want to have invested beforehand, have the game going on. As he rises in price, you sell him off, because when he then gets the upgrades, everyone think that's the time to sell, and they dump them on the market. There's a ton of supply, and the price usually goes down. That tends to be how these fantasy FC cards work. Let me know in the comments whether you like this video. Obviously, like and subscribe if you can. It's all free to do. And then also, let me know who you want us to review next. I'm going to do a couple of the popular ones, but if there's anyone in there niche-wise you want me to analyse, let me know. And as always, like and follow for more.